are you doing? Good evening. My name is EZRA ONDARA. I am a content creator based in the city of Nakuru. I do real estate content. I do house hunting in Nakuru. If you are looking for a house to rent in Nakuru, an apartment, or even an own compound, a standalone home, okay? 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, my number is always on the screen, all right? Now, folks, Freddie told me we do this every evening. Okay, every evening we do this until we hit 100,000 subscribers by June. Freddie told me the target, let's set a target of June. Now, the question is, if you are watching this, have you subscribed to EZRA ONDARA TV? If you have not, then kusema kweli, you are the one who is letting us down. Okay, you are the one who is making this train not to move at the pace that is supposed to move. So if you're watching, make sure subscription button there, it is not showing red. If it is showing red, then you have not clicked it. Just click it, okay? Hiya. So folks, beyond that, it has been a busy day for me today. It has been a very busy day. I've been house hunting like the whole day. I've been in Gala, I've been in Section 58. Again, people keep telling me, EZRA, neza pata Section 58. So I've been looking for a 3-bedroom there. So I found one standalone home and then an apartment, which is yet to be available for rent. They said up to around March. So when I messaged this client, the pictures of the apartment versus the pictures of their own compound, they were like, yes, EZRA, I'm looking for something like this, those of the apartment, okay, but a 3-bedroom. So the apartment was a 2-bedroom. I'm like, would you consider this? Because it is quite spacious at Section 58. They're like, oh my goodness, EZRA, I'm looking for something like this. The apartment now, the modern apartment, but a 3-bedroom. Once again, I am back here telling you, Section 58, if you know anybody, if you have money in the bank and you are looking for a place to build an apartment, come to Nakuru Section 58. Okay, that place needs to give us modern homes because it is the place that people want to stay. Okay, Section 58, kindly, once again, Section 58, wake up. All right? Now, today, I'm doing this podcast, out of, the comments that folks have made on a video that I created just the other day. So there's this video that I created in Kiamonyi, okay, in a gated community, an upcoming gated community known as Kiamonyi Hills. So I went there, at length. So previously, I had just mentioned it from a distance, and folks saw the kind of development that is ongoing there from a distance. But now the other day, I really went there, and I walked around, and I got closer, to the developments there. And for those folks who told me, who asked, EZRA, can you really get close to that place? We want to really, have a look at that place, really close. So I got there, and they have appreciated it. They have watched, especially the diaspora. They have shared. Many have still gotten back to me with comments. Some are, interested. They are asking me, EZRA, are there parcels remaining there for sale? It was just 100 by 100. Yeah, but some of the folks of that estate were not happy. Just some. There are some who watched the video and they're like, how can this guy be going there, showing our stuff there, But I talked to them, nikawambia kusema ukweli. Even if you look at the content, it is no malicious activity. It is all positive. This is just to inspire others. Because for me to do this video, there is a lady who called me from diaspora, and she told me, EZRA, Maze, we didn't know such a place exists there in Nakuru. Yet, some folks, some of these land selling companies, they tell us, they advertise, they put it nicely, then they take us remotely. Unaenda mahali huko ndani paka unashangaa jameni, where is this, And she said development will come there in 2039. But here in Kiamonyi Hills, development is happening now. You know, so ideally, I was just trying to inspire such kind of folks. There are folks who are looking for a place also to set up their home. And of course, a place like that one, you know, no idlers are going to come there. You know, obviously, it is, we saw the kind of homes that are being built there, mansions only. Can you imagine? So obviously, the folks who are coming to come there, it is folks in your company. Okay, but me, I was just being, you know, a messenger. Okay, so there are folks who, you know, who are not happy, but they have been talked to, and yeah, it's easy. You know, it was all positive, nothing negative intended there. You know, nothing malicious at all. Sawa sawa for Kiamonye Hills. But now, I am drawing comments from that same video, and I mean, we have some interesting comments here, and one that actually I've spoken about myself in the past. So there is this my number one fan in the diaspora, all the way from Santa Fe City in the US there. Name is Dom Charles Karaoke. So I'm going to read what he said, okay? So he said, beyond this estate, which I understand is Kiamonye Hills, land should not be subdivided to small plots, but be left for large-scale farming. We need food, and it cannot be grown on high-rise apartments. This is very rich agricultural land, and we should safeguard this space. That was the comment by one Dom Charles Karaoke, all the way from Santa Fe City. These are the founding fathers of this channel, EZRA ONDARA TV. And I mean, I agree. You know, I totally agree with Tom here, with Dom here, Dom Charles. Okay, because there's a time even I myself, you know, and you know, I said something similar. Because folks, from where I see it, you know, I mean, I always ask myself this question. We keep on moving further and further, subdividing land every now and then, you know, subdividing fresh parcels. Yet, the ones that we have already subdivided, we have not even filled them. Sijui kama tunaelewana. That's why when I walk at a place like London and you see idle land, okay, obviously, I mean, sometime, you know, in the past, that place was up for grabs. It was subdivided, and now, okay, some folks, they, you know, they built homes. Some are those homes that I usually speak of, you know, some ground level homes, and they are renting for 3,000 shillings. But some parcels are just idle. I mean, years and years over the years, some parcels have just been left idle. You can imagine. Yet, when folks want to build, or somebody is looking for a place to build a home, so we keep on cutting other fresh parcels, tuende tena kuwapeleka kule, waende kutafuta. Unaona, like they go to find a place they can set up a home. And even those ones that we subdivide, okay, even maybe Kiamonye Hills or Kiamonye Greens or whichever parcels anywhere, the trend is still the same. There are folks who will build, okay, like now the ones who have built on these Kiamonye Hills. Some folks, probably they're like, okay, me, I'm holding mine for speculation. All right? Like they're holding land, okay? So it gets to a point again, that place unapata, there are folks who have built, okay, some parcels are still vacant. I mean, okay, maybe years down the line. Okay, for now, there's no pressure. You know, for now, I mean, they just got them the other day. But surely you have parcels elsewhere which have been there vacant, undeveloped, which remain undeveloped for decades. You know, 10 years, 20 years, you know. And now from there, we live there again because there's a need, you know, for folks to build homes. Now we go and cut other fresh parcels again, and we repeat the same thing. So from where I sit, I always feel, why can't we fill the spaces that are already existing instead of going to cut other fresh parcels elsewhere? Those folks who have, let's say, land, okay, like here in Nakuru, you know, around town, London, 5-8, White House, Kiamonye now, freehold, Maze freehold, a lot of just undeveloped space lies idle there. And it has been years or probably decades. Langa, you know, some part of it still, if you walk around, you will come across some parcels that just remain undeveloped. So these folks are holding what somebody else should take and, put a structure there, whether it is their home or it's an apartment, commercial, whichever. But they are occupying space that should be utilized, forcing now, maybe now the land selling companies, for example, or other people who sell property, to go further still out of town, to go look for fresh parcels, subdivide them again for 50 by 100 or 100 by 100 or whichever for sale, while we have these others which are lying idle, especially in prime areas. Like here in Nakuru, I have observed, there is a lot of property that just lies idle in prime areas. Go to Blankets, in Nakuru. Go to Blankets, go to Naka, stretch even further, go to Free area. Surely, there is a lot of just idle land, which we can use for housing. But now somebody bought and they are hoarding or they are speculation, and some of them you wonder, when are you speculating till when? I mean, you are speculating until when? You are holding until when? 2030, 2040, 2050? I mean, me, by the way, if I become MP and this thing is still ongoing, that is one thing that I will go into that parliament and I will push that motion. Folks around town should be pushed, to allow for development in those areas so that we are not forced to go further out of town to go and cut agricultural land so that we can build homes there, so that other folks can build homes there. So Domchal says, beyond that, because when you look at that space and you're looking, uphill, you see large-scale farming, there. There's somebody who does, sunflowers, on that side. Towards the hill. And even you also go to Masinjeri, Nakuru. I'm speaking about Nakuru. And even other places, in Kiambu, wherever. Even most of Kiambu, it used to be coffee, but it has been cut into, people have built homes here and there. I don't know, I don't know what, but still you find. But okay, for Kiambu, I can understand. I mean, the pressure for Nairobi, like Nairobi has expanded into Kiambu. So it has forced part of Kiambu to be converted, into real estate. That one I can understand. But for a case of Nakuru, for example, where land just lies idle, even in the heart of town in this Nakuru, the heart of town there is property that just lies idle. There is no farming ongoing there. Okay, surely we don't even expect you to be farming in the heart of the city. Heart of the city now should be for commercial activities. Surely, if you can't do any commercial activity there, so you just allow other people to do it. So I usually ask myself, these people who are hoarding land, who are speculating, until when? I mean, when is the year? At least tell us it is 2030 or it is 20. I mean, when is the year? Because some of them, again, you ask them, sell. No, they don't want to sell. So you wonder, when is the year? When? I mean, because you are occupying space that we can put, apartments there. People can build even, there are residential homes there. Okay? You're occupying that space. It's within town, or it's in town. You have no business on it. You have nothing to do on it. So you are forcing now people to go to prime agricultural places to go and cut parcels there. For what? So that they can build their homes. Land which we should be using. Like Domchal says, we need food and it cannot be grown on high-rise apartments. Now you can imagine a place like that, maybe in future, somebody will go there and maybe do an apartment. Okay, I'm not speaking for Kiamonyi Hills on this one, but you can imagine the farther we go out of town, some places, somebody else will go that farther to go do an apartment there. Somebody else does, I don't know, bedsitter. Somebody else does what? And then somebody else just lives theirs. I don't know, 50 years down the line, it still remains undeveloped. So, come on. Like, we people, from the way I look at it, we are just being wasteful when it comes to resource management. It is like serving somebody with ugali, and then you know what they do? They bite here, then they bite there, then they bite there, then they bite the other side, then they bite the other side. Have you ever dined with such person? Eating ugali. Unauma hapa, tena anauma hapa. It's like unadona ugali. Sasa even when somebody else come anashindwa jameni, you know, why are you doing this? Unaona? So you just cut a piece of your ugali, kula ukishiba, kata ingine. Na ingine ibaki tu fresh, hata mgeni akiingia jameni akule huko. Lakini sasa unauma hapa, unauma pale, unauma hapo, unauma huku, unauma huku. So that is what we are doing with the land in this country. And that's why every now and then, the land selling companies, of course I work with some of them, we are just there every now and then kwenda hapa kutafuta, tunaenda paka huko reserve ndani, bado tunaendelea kuuza. We can do better. Unaona, the folks who are holding land in town, it is just there, you have no plans about it, you have no capacity about it. You are the folks who force others to go and, you know, subdivide even agricultural land. That is my view this evening on that matter, inspired by one Dom Charles Karaoke, okay, all the way from Santa Fe City. But yeah, from that video still, somebody else said, Kiamunyi is such an amazing place, so green and fresh. Yeah, I mean, I usually say the lush green Kiamunyi. I'm never wrong. Okay, I usually say that. Somebody else said what? I love the vegetation in that place, and I know they will keep it. Next time, just take us a little over the cliff so we can see Menengai crater. Okay, so I will get there. It was a great experience and informative touring with you in beautiful Nakuru, EZRA. Mohammed, oh wow, yeah. So this guy came here the other day. Mohammed, yes. So Mohammed came here the other day. It was last weekend. And yeah, just like he said, it was a beautiful experience and informative touring with you in beautiful Nakuru. So I took them around the entire of Nakuru. Like I was saying the other day, if you are new in Nakuru and you are looking, you know, to know point A, point B, to know here and there, just give me a call and we can always plan for a trip, okay, a tour around. I take you to various estates. At least you get to see Nakuru at large. Yeah, so even Mohammed has commented here. This guy was telling everyone he was meeting that I am in Nakuru because of EZRA. This guy came all the way from Ethiopia. Can you imagine? So he also commented. Let me just reply. It's my pleasure. Always, you know. Yeah, I mean, how much do quarter acres go here, EZRA? I think I replied. Folks, I always reply. I always try to respond to every comment, okay? If you look at my videos, I always reply. Sasa penye nifanyie favor, keep sharing, mazee. Freddy told me by June, can we hit 100,000 subscribers by June? That's the target. If you are watching and you have not clicked the red button, you are the one who is, you know, who is derailing us, okay? So up to that point, folks, that is what I have for this particular blog. Can we just, you know, can we save agricultural land? Let us be better at resource management. We have Africa, we are blessed with so much resource, but we are poor at managing those resources. We are very poor, we are wasteful. You know, iyo kudona ugali kila mahali. Instead of kata tu hii, kula iyo maliza kwanza, unaona. So, if, you know, if it's possible, if I can get into a position of power, I mean, that is one thing that I will put across. We are no longer going to cut fresh parcels until we fill the parcels that are already existing. You go to Kiamunyi here, you will find banners, land for sale. You go to Njoro, land for sale. You go to Lanet, land for sale. You go to Barnabas, you go to Mutaita down there. So now we have even gone down to Mutaita. Yet, the one that we cut at pipeline is not full yet. Can we fill just that pipeline? And Mzee Wanyama, can we fill those ones first before going, you know, the other way? Because now we keep chopping. It's chopping. Chop here, there, chop. We are poor. It is very poor management of resources. It is really poor. From where I sit, we are poor. And we can do better. You know, that is my message this evening. We can do better at managing resources, especially land. Surely we can do better. That's my take. Somebody could be like, this guy is crazy. Somebody else could be like, this guy is forward thinking. Somebody else is like, wow, this guy is, great points. Somebody else could be like, what the hell? So I don't know, whichever. What's your opinion? That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. What's your opinion? Drop it in the comments. And of course, we can pick from there and continue discussing this matter. See you in the next one.